Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and today I'm going to be doing a Utopia deck profile. So I'm really excited to see you guys because this deck is an extremely fun deck to play because you can summon out multiple XZs in a single turn. This deck is also really nostalgic, being able to summon out an ace monster of a main character from Yu-Gi-Oh! Number 39, Utopia. So without further ado guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards, like getting your name description every single video, getting assigned cards in the mail, and even getting to request a deck profile every single month to your Patreon. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Utopia Onomatopoeia. This card is a definite 3 of in the deck and an awesome starter to be able to summon out to your side of the field, because this card is always treated as a Zubaba, Gagaga, Gogogo, and Dodo card. And during your main phase, you can special summon to 1 each of your Zubaba, Gagaga, Gogogo, and or Dodo monsters from your hand in defense position. But it locks you into XZ summoning for the rest of the turn, but that's totally fine because it's going to instantly get you multiple monsters on your side of the field to be able to XZ summon with. We then play 3 copies of Gagaga Coat. Gagaga Coat is a definite 3 of the deck and actually looks like Jotaro from Dojo to me, but this card is super cool in this particular deck because if you control a Zubaba or Gagaga monster, except another copy of this card, while this card's in the hand, you can special summon this card to your side of the field. And when this card is on your side of the field, you can target a Gogogo or Dodo monster in your graveyard and special summon it to your side of the field, which is great because it gets you an additional monster to be able to XZ summon with. We then play 2 copies of Gogogo Gloves. Gogogo Gloves is a really good 2 of the deck that has the ability that during your main phase, you can special summon out a Zubaba or Gagaga monster from your hand. And if you control a Gogogo or Dodo monster, except another copy of this card, while this card's in the graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field, which is a pretty good effect to be able to get a double use out of this card. We then play 2 copies of Astraltopia. Astraltopia is a really good 2 in the deck, but I only feel like you need 2 copies of this card because it is a once per turn. It has a really good effect that if an XZ monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. And you can send one other card from your hand or field to the graveyard to add an XZ, Automat, Zexal, or Number, Spell, or Trap from your deck to your hand, which is a pretty good effect. We then play 3 copies of ZS Ascendant Sage. ZS Ascendant Sage is a great starter for the deck because it has an awesome effect that if you control no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand, and a Utopia XZ monster that was summoned using this card on the field as a material gains the effect that if this card is XZ summoned, you can add a rank up magic normal spell from your deck to your hand, which is a pretty good effect to be able to add one of your rank up magics directly from your deck to your hand. We then play 3 copies of Armored Sage. Armored Sage is a really good 3 of in this deck because it has the ability if the only monster you control is 1 level 4 monster, not named ZS Armored Sage, you can special summon this card from your hand, which is awesome just to get this card on your side of the field. And a Utopia XZ monster that was summoned using this card as a material gains the effect that if this card is XZ summoned, you get to add a Zexal weapon or ZW monster from your deck to your hand, which is a great effect to be able to search out a card. We then play 2 copies of Astral Karibo. Astral Karibo is an awesome 2 of in this particular deck because it has a great effect to be able to special summon itself to your side of the field. Because you're going to reveal a Number XZ monster in your extract to be able to special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, this card's level becomes the revealed monster's rank. Also, while this card is face up in the monster zone, you can't special summon monsters from the extract except Number monsters. But being able to reveal a card like Utopia to be able to special summon this card as a level 4 to your side of the field is super easy and a great effect. And it also has the ability that a Number XZ monster using this card as a material gains the following effect that it cannot be destroyed by battle or by your opponent's card effects, which if you use this card to be able to summon out your copy of Crooked Cook, essentially makes Crooked Cook invincible, which is really cool. We then play a single copy of Tornado Bringer. Tornado Bringer is really good in this particular deck because it lets you target a Utopia monster that you control and equip this monster from your hand or your side of the field to that target. And it gives the target 1300 bonus attack points, and then while this card is equipped to that monster, your opponent is going to target that monster with card effects, which is a great effect to be able to use. We then play a single copy of Twin Saber. This card is really good as a 1 of in the deck because it basically gives the monster that's equipped to 1000 bonus attack points, but you can only equip it to a Utopia monster, and it also turns it into a walking negate, which is really nice for this particular build because it has the ability once per turn, while this card is equipped to a monster, you can negate a monster effect activated on your opponent's field, which is a great effect to just have an additional negate in this deck. We then play a single copy of Gigantus. Gigantus is really good because you can banish an earth monster from your graveyard to be able to special summon this card from your hand. It's a great extender and is searchable off of Gallant Granite, which is why we're playing this card as a one of in the deck. We then play 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom is just really good in this particular build to stop the opponent from touching the deck, and it's an awesome hand trap in this particular build. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to be playing a single copy of Rhoda. Rhoda is just really good to be able to search out any of our level 4 warrior monsters from our deck to our hand, and we play a lot of warrior monsters in this deck. We then play a single copy of Called by the Grave. Called by the Grave is a really good one-of in this particular deck to be able to negate a hand trap. We play a single copy of Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing is really good in this particular build to be able to go after the opponent for game, which is really nice, because you basically make a copy of Utopia Double, detach a material from Utopia Double, summon out Utopia, and then activate the effect to be able to search a copy of Double or Nothing from deck to hand, which is a great effect. And the cool thing is there's multiple monsters you can actually summon from the extra deck instead of regular Utopia, but usually you can just OTK the opponent if you see the opening to be able to summon out your copy of Utopia, because Utopia will come out at 5,000 attack points. You can then attack the opponent, negate the attack with Utopia's effect, drop Double or Nothing, and then go back in for 10,000 attack points. And if you attack a monster in attack position that has 2,000 or less attack points and your opponent has 8,000 life points, you're going to instantly win the game, which is super cool. We then play a single copy of the Hyper Rank Up Magic. This card is a really good one in the deck, but you only really need a single copy of this card. I really like this card in the deck, but one is totally fine. It has an awesome effect that you can target a rank 9 or lower Utopia XZ monster you control to be able to special summon one rank 10 or higher Utopia or Utopic XZ monster from your X deck, using that XZ monster you control as a material, and it is treated as an XZ summon, which is really cool. It also has the ability that if an XZ monster is special summoned by the effect of a rank 10 or higher Utopia or Utopic XZ monster while this card is in your graveyard except during the damage step, then you can target one of those special summon monsters and attach this card as a material, which is great just to give one of your monsters an additional material. We then play a single copy of XZ's Change Tactics. This card is a great one in the deck to be able to draw multiple cards, because when you XZ summon a Utopia monster, you can pay 500 life points to draw a card, which is a great effect, but you can only control one copy of this card. We then play 2 copies of Zexal Construction. Zexal Construction is a great 2-of in the deck because it has the ability to reveal a card in your hand, and if you do, add one of the following cards from your deck to your hand, and then shuffle the revealed card in the deck. You can add a copy of the ZW monster, ZS monster, Zexal Spell Trap, Rank Up Magic, or a Rank Down Magic from your deck to your hand, which is a great effect. We then play 2 copies of Automata Pickup. Automata Pickup is a great searcher for the deck because when this card is activated, you can add an automatic card from your deck to your hand, which is a pretty good effect. We then play 3 copies of Automata Para. Automata Para is a card we're actually usually going to search off our copy of Automata Pickup, but this card has the ability you can only activate one of this card per turn, but it lets you send a card from your hand to the graveyard to add 2 of these monsters from your deck to your hand from different categories. You can't add 2 of the same category, which is totally fine, but it has the ability you can add a Zubaba, Gagaga monster, Go-Go-Go monster, or Dodo monster from your deck to your hand, which is a great effect to be able to add any of those cards that you need from your deck to your hand. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. So for the traps, we're just going to be playing a few traps. We're going to be playing 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. This card is a great hand trap in this particular deck to lock down an opponent's monster effect or set this card to your side of the field and then activate it to lock down entire columns for spells and traps. We then play a single copy of Number Protection, which is an awesome counter trap that's super easy to search in the deck and has the ability to when a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a Number XZ monster, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. And if a Number XZ monster you control is destroyed by battle by card effect while this card's in the graveyard, you can set this card back to your side of the field but banish it when it leaves the field, which is totally fine because basically you're going to be able to use this card twice. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 2 copies of number 39, Utopia. This card is a really awesome card in this particular deck and an awesome nostalgic boss monster to be able to make. This card is a great starter for this particular deck to be able to make from the X deck and then go in for all sorts of different plays, and it's an awesome combo piece. We then play a single copy of Utopia Double. Utopia Double is really unique in this particular deck because it has the ability to quick effect, detach material from this card, add a double or nothing from your deck to your hand. Then you can special summon from your X deck one Utopia XZ monster, which can be any Utopia XZ monster that you can summon out with this card, while also searching double or nothing from deck to hand, which is really powerful. If you want to OTK the opponent, you can summon out cards like number 39 Utopia, or if you want to, you can even go in for a bunch of different other XZ monsters with this card's effect. We then play a single copy of Utopia Prime. Utopia Prime is a great extender in this particular deck to give a monster an additional material, and it's just an awesome one-of in the deck. We then play a single copy of Utopic Sage. Utopic Sage is a good one-of in the deck. It has the ability to detach 2 materials from this card to be able to special summon out a ZW or a ZS monster from your deck to your side of the field. But it does lock you into XZ monsters for the turn, and also for the rest of the turn, you can only attack with number monsters, which is not that big of a deal because basically we're summoning out number monsters anyways all the time. We then play a single copy of Leo Utopia Ray. Leo Utopia Ray is really insane. This card is a definite one-of in the X deck, and this card is always treated as number C39 Utopia Ray. And once per turn, you can detach a material on this card to equip a ZW monster from your deck or X deck to this card, as if it was equipped by that monster's effect, and this effect's activation and effect cannot be negated, which is really cool because it's a speed spell 4. And once per turn, while this card is equipped with a ZW monster, it has the ability to quick effect, target an effect monster opponent controls, and negate its effect, and if you do, half its attack, which is a really powerful effect. We then play a single copy of number 99, Utopia Dragnar. Utopic Dragnar is super good in this deck and a definite one-of because it's going to help you get additional XZ monsters to your side of the field. Because quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card to be able to special summon from your extra deck one number monster that has a number between 1 and 100 in its name, and it is treated as an XZ summon. And the turn you activate this effect, other monsters that you control cannot attack directly. Also, you cannot special monsters in the X deck except XZ monsters, which is not that big of a deal because it's going to help you get a copy of number 38 to your side of the field. But it also has the ability that when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change the attack of that opponent's monster to 0, which is a pretty good effect. We then play a single copy of Utopic Future. This card is basically in the deck because it's super easy to make with cards like Galleon Granite, Abyss Dweller, or even Tornado Dragon that we're playing in the X deck, to then make a copy of F-Zero Utopic Draco Future, which is a walking negate. This card is super good in the deck. We then play a single copy of number 38. Number 38 is a spell negate, which is why we're playing this card as a one of the deck, and you can summon it off your copy of Dragnar, which is why we're playing it as a one of. We then play a single copy of number 59, Crooked Cook. With Astral Krebo, this card is pretty much invincible, which is really cool, while you control no other cards, which is just absolutely insane. We then play a single copy of Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon is just really good in this particular deck to be able to pop spells and traps. One copy of Galleon Granite, because it does search out Gigantus from the deck to our hand to be able to summon it to our side of the field, which is really good just to be able to use as an extender. One copy of Abyss Dweller to be able to lock down graveyards, and finally a single copy of Double A Zeus. Double A Zeus is really good in the deck because we're playing so many different XZ monsters in the deck to be able to make this card. It also kind of looks like a Utopia card. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. This deck is super fun to be able to play. If you guys have never played Utopia before, you definitely should give this deck a try because it's just super fun to be able to play. Summoning out multiple XZs to the field, it can OTK, it can control the board. This deck can pretty much do it all, which is really cool. So, anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.